I hate the moon. I mean, why does anyone ever like the moon? I see these teenagers pretending to like the moon and post pictures of it on social media because it's aesthetic. And I never understood that. I mean, they could just love the stars or the sun because technically nobody likes the sun because it's just too hot for their liking. It just burns their skin for staying out in the open and makes them darker. And they only miss it when it rains and the first fall of snow starts. Such pretentious beings. The only kind people who loves the sun are probably plantitos and plantitas who love their plants so much they start to love the carbon dioxide and the rain and the water and of course the sun. But we're not gonna talk about the sun today. We're gonna talk about the moon. The white, sometimes yellowish, round, billowing light from above at night. You see it, right? Unless you're also a pretentious human being that's like, oh, I've never actually looked up to see the moon outside at nighttime. Please swallow your tricks and games, because no one is going to believe your claims. My hatred towards the moon started when I was a child, because it was following me wherever I went. And when I stopped, it stopped too. My parents told me that I was destined for the moon, and I didn't believe them, of course. Why would I be destined to a constant light that followed me wherever I'd go? My parents always lied to me, so I thought, of course, they're tricking me again. I didn't want to be destined to the moon because I didn't want to be followed. I wanted someone to walk with me hand in hand. Every night, I come outside of our house to see the moon, and I always hated it because he was different every time. Sometimes he was so big, sometimes he was so small, and sometimes I couldn't even see him at all. I thought maybe he was hiding from me, or the clouds were hiding him and probably the rain too. As I grew older, my parents still think I'm destined to the moon up to this day. Me? I still don't know. And I still don't believe it. Because if he was destined for me, he wouldn't just stand there hovering above me just watching me. He wouldn't just stare at me. He wouldn't just watch some other guy take me to the movies on a Friday night. He's a satellite. He's up above. I'm sure he's powerful, but why? Why can't he be near me? Why won't he defeat the distance and actually speak to me instead of just listening to my cries and secrets each night? I'm so tired of making up excuses for him. I'm so tired of giving him the benefit of the doubt. If he actually loved me, if he actually knew he was destined for me, he should have broke through those walls of clouds he was trapped in. He should have came down to see me and healed the hatred in my heart that's been sitting there for more than a decade. And that's why I hate him, because I love him, and I'm still waiting for him to come down for me.